Hi everyone, this is going to be a review for a bunch of makeup products that the company ODEN'S sent along. I'm going to show you everything that they sent me. I'm going to select a few of them and I created this makeup look using them. And then for the rest of them, I'm going to give them away and there will be 2 winners. So those details will be at the end of the video if you're interested in winning a bunch of products from this wonderful indie brand. They are out of Sweden and you can purchase their products online. I will put a link in the description box to where you can find the products. They did send all of these along complimentary, but there's no sort of affiliate link or monetary kickback or anything like that. I'll just read you a little bit about the brand from their own description. They say they're an independent niche brand. We independently design and develop all our products. Our goal is to create dreamy and fairy-like beauty products at affordable price ranges with great color payoff. They do ship internationally, so you should be able to access these even if you don't live in Sweden. I believe the warehouse where they store the products and ship them from is in China. And just be aware, because of times right now, that shipping may take a little bit longer than it usually does. From my own experience using several of these products, and not just recently, but they sent me the very first time they sent me anything was several months ago, and using those products, I can tell you that it is true that this is a very ethereal brand. Everything from their packaging to the names of their collections and their products, it's very, fairies, elves, fairy tale based. So what I'm first gonna go over is I'm gonna show you all of the products that they sent me. I'll try to show you the colors as best I can, talk about the packaging and the pricing, and then I will do this tutorial for you and use some of them in action and give you more of a review of the formulation and what I think of the color payoff, usage, etc. And then at the very end, I'll show you the products that you are going to be able to win and give you details on how to enter. So in the first time around when they sent me PR, I received these 2 full-size palettes from their Soul Main collection, and I used the eyeshadow palette, which looks like this, and those are the shades inside. You get a nice balance of matte and shimmers. And for the 12 shades in here, this retails for $30. And then you have the highlighting palette, which contains 4 highlighting shades. This retails for $33 and will be included in the giveaway. And all of the palette packaging that I have ever experienced from the brand has this textured surfacing to it, and obviously beautiful, very creative artwork too. And even on the back of the highlighting palette, the names of the different shades are in this glitter text. And then the second time around, they sent me the Alva collection. So they sent along the Alva eyeshadow palette. So this time you get more shades with smaller pans. So you get a total of 16 shades in here. This retails for $32, and this will be included in the giveaway. Super pretty, sort of a mixture of purpley based shades and some goldeny orange shades as accents. And once again, something I really like about their palettes they put together is that there's a very, very nice balance of mattes and shimmering shades. And again, you have that textured surface. Let me show you some of the artwork up close. So that's for the Soul Main palette, and that's for the Alva palette. Then they have 2 blush formulas, and they sent along the shades in each line of formulations. So they have these fruit blushers, and they have a total of 3 shades that they sent me. That's what the packaging looks like. So the fruit blushers, which are shimmering finish blush shades, come in more of a peachy toned compact. All the compacts are made of thick cardboard material, and they do have magnetic closures. They have mirrors inside, even with the bigger ones that I showed you. And I think I misspoke. These fruit blushers are the matte finish blush shades. They retail for $14 each. This shade is Apricot Girl. You can see that fairy embossed. This shade is Ripe Papaya. And this shade is Sweet Peach. Their other line of blushes are their flower blushers, again $14 each, 3 shades in that line. And these are the shimmering finish blushes, and they come in more of a pinky purple compact. This shade is Little Jasmine, Sweet Tulip, and Water Lily. And then they also have a line of lip stain colors, again, divided into 2 finishes and 2 formulation categories. One is a cream lip stain and the other is a matte lip stain. All of the lip stains retail for $16 each, and each type of finish has 6 different shades in that line of formulation. The packaging reminds me of like KKW, but I'm pretty sure this brand existed before KKW, so I think they have dibs when it comes to this kind of packaging with the matte nude handles, and there's also a reflective goldeny crisscross design on the tube. This is the shade Perfect Plum, Red Apple, Apricot Girl. Now, because I'm going to give these away, I'm not swatching most of them. I will apply 2 of them from each range. Ripe Papaya, Sweet Peach, and Dry Dates. And then these are their cream lip stains. So similar packaging in terms of shape, but they have more of this ombre light pink design on them, and then reflective, what do you call it, holographic crisscross design on the tube. Here's the shade Miss Canna, Lady Camellias, Poppy Girl, Water Lily, Little Jasmine, and Sweet Tulip. And for all of the blushes, they initially come in this slide off sleeve. They look pretty much the same as the top of the package itself, or the compact itself. And the boxes themselves are super cute for the lip products. So once again, you have a little bit of a distinguishing in terms of the coloring, just like the blushes. So the cream or the matte lip stains, the matte ones come in more of a peachy toned box, and then the cream lip stains come in more of a purpley pink toned box. You can see up close the artistry on them, again, reflective accents. And then what I find really cute is that on the back, they have this little fairy cutout, and you can see what the shade of the lip stain is supposed to be inside. So there's a couple examples up close. All right, so now you have a better idea of the shades and the packaging. I'm going to go ahead and jump to applying a handful of these to my face so that you can see them in action. And we're going to start with the eyes using the Soul Main eyeshadow palette. So I'm going to start with a base color, which is this upper left-hand shade, Matte. Let me go next with this shade just underneath that one that we first used. It's another matte, very orangey shade. Again, you can see very pigmented, even with just a fluffy brush there. I'm gonna go in with this shade next. Pretty much in the same spot. I'm gonna pick up this metallic shade with my finger, dab that all over the lid. You might want to use this foiled. Fallout is not too bad, just maybe 3 specks of glitter that fell. Let's go ahead and try it with my finger spritzed with some base or mixing medium. And this shade to deepen out that outer V. So I'm gonna use one blush on one side of my face and the other on the other and show you differences. So on one side, we'll use one of the Fruit blushers, and this is going to be in the shade Sweet Peach. So that's this one. I usually use a much bigger brush, but I want to start experimenting with using smaller brushes to lay down my blush shades on my cheeks. So this is a lovely matte finish, berry toned pink. And then on this side, we're going to use one of the fruit blushers. Wait, did I just mix these up? No, we're going to use one of the flower blushers. Those are the ones with shimmer in them. And this is the shade Water Lily. You can definitely see that there's a sheen finish from the golden shimmer that's in this shade. This color definitely matches my eye look a little better because the eye is very warm toned. Whereas this shade is, this bright berry doesn't quite go with the eyes. So this shade is a kind of deeper bricky toned rose with golden shimmer. Okay, so there's the difference between the flower blusher, which has that sheen finish, and the matte finish fruit blush. Now I'm gonna go ahead and even this out by putting the flower blusher on this side too. All right, I'm gonna start, since these are both called lip stain lines, I don't know if I can avoid really any sort of staining, but I'll start with the cream lip stains first. And I'm gonna apply 2 of the shades for you and then give away the rest of them. So let's start first with A101 Miss Canna. Just absolutely love this packaging. Now I will say that the stickers on the bottom don't seem to match, at least at first, with what you see in the tube. Maybe they'll change once I apply them and we'll see together, but just wanna note that if you somehow saw them in store. Yeah, you see on the bottom, this looks like kind of a corally bright orange, but on the lips, this comes off much deeper and red. Oh my gosh. These have such a nostalgic scent to them. It smells like, oh my gosh. If any of you, when you were kids, okay, let me apply this first and then I'll talk. Okay, the applicator has a flexibility to it, so it is a little bit, with a shade that's so bright like this, it is a little bit difficult to get a precise border on the lips. So you may have to go in and touch up with concealer or wipe away or do whatever it is you need to do to keep it bordered smoothly. All right, so that's the shade Miss Canna. And there's maybe a little bit of staining, but I don't see much of it. Now, again, I only had it on for 30 seconds, maybe a minute, so may not have had time to stain, but I don't see a super strong stain. But going back to the scent, if you've ever in a convenience store or ever had access to those, I don't know if they're Korean or Japanese candies, they come in a really small square cardboard box and it's like a gum. They have tiny little round shapes in different colors. So if it's orange, then the little balls are orange, or grape. Grapes purple, I think they have apple, things like that. It smells like those in the grape flavor. Very nostalgic. Hopefully you know what I'm talking about. This next shade is Lady Camellias. Ooh. Oh my gosh, that scent is just takes me back to when I was a little kid. Ooh, I love this color. Okay, so the formula itself is like a cream gel feeling, very nourishing, not, no gloopiness, no stickiness, no thickness at all. I'm gonna let it set for about a minute and then test to see how much it transfers. Okay, so it does set down just a little bit. It loses a little bit of that glossiness and becomes a little bit more of a cream finish. Still looks lovely and beautiful. These are not transfer proof, so just be aware when you're kissing, eating, drinking. And let's do another stain test, although this is more of a neutral color, so it may not show stain as much. Yeah, I don't really see a stain. Okay, moving on to the matte lip stains. Again, I'll show you two different colors. Let's start with Perfect Plum, this purple one. Now for these, they have a slanted doe foot applicator. So again, I feel like the shade on the sticker shade on the bottom is just not at all accurate. While the slip and glide on this is incredible. So just like with the glossy ones or cream ones, this one has very good color, glides across in application. Again, I find it just a little difficult to get a super precise line. Oh, this definitely has more of that powdery feel, and it's drying down pretty quickly. Yeah, it's been not even 30 seconds and it's pretty much completely dry now and has that like more powdery feel to the surface. I'm gonna wait another minute to let it completely dry and see if we get any sort of pruning. Okay, so please excuse my application. I wasn't trying super hard to be super precise, but maybe you can see it is completely dried down now. I don't get any sort of active wrinkling or pruning, so it doesn't feel actively drying on the lips, which is good. But on the other hand, there's no sort of nourishment or moisture to the formula. So if you already have super dry and chapped lips and that's an issue for you, then this is not going to be the formula that you want unless you, again, put a clear lip balm on top or clear lip gloss or chapstick on top to help combat the dryness you may already have. But in terms of, wow, this one is completely transfer proof. I don't get any sort of color transferred. And although the formula takes more work to get off because it is a drier matte formula, I don't necessarily see any sort of staining on the lips. Again, that might be different if you had like a really bright red shade or something like that. All right, and the last lip shade we'll apply, which hopefully will go with the rest of the look, is Red Apple. This is definitely a warmer toned, kind of orangey based red. Again, nice opaque color. I didn't have to re-dip into the tube. Application is much better. I did try a little harder than I did last time. So that's what Red Apple looks like. Beautiful reddy color there. All right, there's the completed look using the ODEN'S Eye makeup products. Thank you so much to the brand for sending these along so that I can share them with you and so that I can give away a bunch of these products. There are going to be 2 winners, and each winner is going to receive a full-sized palette. One of you will receive the palette for the eyeshadows. So that's the Alva eyeshadow palette. The other winner's palette will be for the Soul Main highlighter palette. So that's this one. In addition, each of you will win 2 of the blushes, one in the matte formula and one in the shimmering formula. So in the Flower blush line, that's the shimmering blush line, there will be 2 shades available, and you'll get either Sweet Tulip, this one, or Little Jasmine, this one. And in the Fruit blusher line, the matte blushes, you will either get Ripe Papaya or Apricot Girl. And then you will get 4 total lip products. You'll get 2 in the cream stain line and 2 in the matte stain line. So from the cream stain line, you will get 2 of the following shades: Little Jasmine, Sweet Tulip, Water Lily, or Poppy Girl. And from the matte stain line, you will get 2 of Apricot Girl, Ripe Papaya, sweet peach, or dry dates. So you will receive a full-size palette, you'll receive 2 blushes, and you'll receive 4 lip colors. So this will be a giveaway for my YouTube viewers and my Instagram followers. So you do have to have an Instagram account, and make sure you go follow on Instagram, and you need to be subscribed to the channel, of course. You can go ahead and leave a comment so that I know that you are interested. Please don't just say, I want to enter the giveaway. Please give some sort of comment. You should say, yes, I'm interested in the giveaway, but also leave some sort of comment that's substantive, that is your thoughts on the brand, your thoughts on the video, or any other thoughts if it's random that you want to share with me. Alternatively, there will be a post on Instagram that announces the giveaway, and if you want to comment on that post, that entry will also count independently. So you can be entered either by commenting here or by commenting on the Instagram post, but you do need to be followed both on Instagram and on YouTube. For this specific giveaway, I am going to restrict it to the United States and Canada. So I'm sorry for my international viewers, but I will be having many more giveaways in the future that will be open internationally. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you check out the brand if it caught your eye. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch as always. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.